Welcome back. Prime Minister Mustafa Madbouli chaired a cabinet meeting to review the progress made in easing customs clearance procedures. Madbouli said that the meeting probed taking serious and instant steps towards easing the customs clearance in order to forge a remarkable shift in regard to the goods clearance by the end of this year, with the aim of enhancing industry and trade sectors in Egypt. He warned that the grave measures will be taken against any authority that delays the clearance easing procedures.
Hello and welcome to a new edition of Games and Names. As you can easily guess, our sport for this episode is the beautiful sport of swimming. And we have with us in this episode a number of prominent young Egyptian ladies who have won medals at the local, regional and international level. So let's get to know more about them. Swimming is an individual or team sport that requires the use of one's arms and legs to move the body through water. The sport takes place in pools or open water. Competitive swimming is one of the most popular Olympic sports, with varied distance events in butterfly, backstroke, breaststroke, freestyle, and individual medley. In addition to these individual events, 4 swimmers can take part in either a freestyle or medley relay. A medley relay consists of 4 swimmers who will each swim a different stroke. The order for a medley relay is backstroke, breaststroke, butterfly, and freestyle. Swimming each stroke requires a set of specific techniques. In competition, there are distinct regulations concerning the acceptable form for each individual stroke. There are also regulations on what types of swimsuits, caps, jewelry, and injury tape that are allowed at competitions. Although it is possible for competitive swimmers to incur several injuries from the sport, such as tendinitis in the shoulders or knees, there are also multiple health benefits that come along with practicing the sport of swimming. Evidence of recreational swimming in prehistoric times has been found, with the earliest evidence dating to Stone Age paintings from around 10,000 years ago. Written references date from 2000 BC, with some of the earliest references to swimming including the Iliad, the Odyssey, the Bible, the Wolf, the Quran, and others. In 1538, Nicholas Winman, a Swiss professor of languages, wrote the first book about swimming, The Swimmer, or a dialogue on the art of swimming. Der Schwimmer oder ein Zwingerprasch über die Schwimmkunst. Swimming emerged as a competitive recreational activity in the 1830s in England. In 1844, 2 Native American participants at a swimming competition in London introduced the front crawl to a European audience. Other European countries also established swimming federations: Germany in 1882, France in 1890, and Hungary in 1896. Men's swimming became part of the first modern Olympic Games in 1896 in Athens. In 1902, the Australian Richmond nation FINA introduced freestyle to the Western world. In 1908, the World Swimming Association Fédération Internationale de Natation was formed. And we now have with us Heidi Adil, who is a member of the ladies youth team, swimming team. She's been a member of Egypt's swimming team for 4 years now. She's now 17. She has a lot of medals locally, regionally and internationally. She will talk to us about her story with swimming. Hello Heidi, thank you for joining Nile TV International and Games and Names. Heidi, first of all, when did you start swimming, and why? Why did you choose this sport?
Actually, it was my mother's choice in order not to drown. It was when I was 4 years old, and we started swimming like normally kids are swimming, having a sport, so it's healthy and it's protective for you. So we can go and play in seas for free without being afraid of drowning and die. And then, starting from 4 years old till 10 years old, we were swimming just like that until we are qualified enough to enter a championship. And this, we start to participate in championships at the age of 11.
Okay.
Okay.
You took us from 4 to 11. I want to stay with 5, 6, 7, 8. So, gradually, one by one, you started detecting that you were special, you were fast, you were better than most of your peers.
Actually, I didn't detect that. It was my coaches of those all of that those amount of years. They told my mother that I'm special, I'm talented, and really that's good. But we didn't see that a lot because there's no championship, there's no races, there's no competitions to compare if I am very talented. I am really but or not. That's why.
So you only discovered that when you were 11, when you started.
Yes,
going
because
into
it's
championships.
they told me since I was 4, and I start to believe that because when I started my first championship, I participated. I have got a bronze medal and a silver medal, and wasn't even that trained.
All right, good. Heidi, so how often did you train? How many hours a day when you were young? Say when you were 6 years or 7 years old.
It was basic, like schedule here with the club team, and it was by the age group. So 2002 children have a schedule. It differs through the years, but actually it was once a day, okay, for 6 days per week.
All right, good.
Okay, almost 1 hour because we're so young.
Right. So Heidi, did you play other sports along with swimming when you were young?
Yes, I did actually. I started when I was 10 or 9, started playing ballet because I felt poor swimming, going to school, coming from home, going swimming the same. It's basic and going to the same areas, to the same places. I want to see some new people, try something new sports. I even at the age 10, I told mom I don't want to practice swimming anymore. So she told me, and I saw, and I was in a part. I am in another club, by the way, where I saw another new sport. It's like swimming, but using fins. So I felt it's like something new. I will see new people, and I will practice something new. So at the age of 10, I was playing 3 sports. I was swimming,
Swimming.
fin swimming, normal swimming, and ballet.
So, but when you started going into championships when you were 11, then the motive was there, right? I'm getting medals now, I'm being famous and stuff like that.
Not being famous, not being medals, but the main idea was that I am successful and I am talented, and I like to do my things like perfect, to succeed in everything I do. Okay, I would like to be always the first, to give it all I can and do the best I can. So, and I am talented, so it will be much easier than a non-talented person.
Right, Heidi. So between the age of 11 and 13, when 13, the first time when you participated with the national team, with the national youth team. Tell us about that period. What was special about it? The medals that made you happy. The memories that you have from those years.
Those 3 years have passed like it was very harsh, because you was having a target, so you have to work on it, and in order to work on it there's some sacrifice. For example, in those 3 years and even till now, I have practiced like 3 times per day for six days per week, and non-stop for the whole year. And there is also education that you care about.
3 times a day. Now, how are they divided?
Okay, first I will tell you
Yeah.
a
Please,
day,
please.
one of the week.
Yeah.
Okay, first you wake up by 4 a.m. in order to be at on the swimming pool by 5 a.m. So you start your training. Okay, the training was from 5 to 7, and from starting for 7 you have to put your clothes on very fast in order to be there at school by the time at 8 a.m. And actually my school was very far.
And have breakfast like in the car or something?
I even changed my clothes in the car if the training was so long, and we have to we don't care about time. If, for example, the training is 2 hours, okay, but there's something left and it can be 2.5, 3 hours. So there is an hour I have lost. That there was a chance that I can eat my breakfast, drink a water, comb my hair, wear my clothes. So I even started wearing my clothes at the car. Yeah,
So
actually.
you run, go to school, and then
Then having starting from 8 a.m. to 3 a.m. non-stop, there is a school. You have to concentrate with the teachers because you have no time to restudy what you have took at home, because by 5 a.m. by 5 p.m. you should be again on the swimming pool, and you already finished school by 3 p.m. So there's 2 hours just to have the chance to come from school to the place where you train. So from 5 to 7 again p.m. there is a swimming training. Okay, we have finished swimming. There is a fitness.
what's your favorite medal? The favorite medal you got? We're gonna talk now about the period from 13 to 17, but maybe your favorite medal. Maybe sometimes for some people it's the very first one, even if it's bronze. I don't know. What's your favorite?
Mine, it's much different because I prefer the medal that I had, that the race was very good for, which I mean that the race was very hard.
Competition.
The competition was very hard. You know that I felt really I am racing, and I got it by my
Challenge,
work.
yeah.
Yes, I really challenged for having it. And
So tell us about one of these.
One of these was 200 meters IM, which we swim the four types of swimming actually in
So 50, 50, 50,
50, 50, 50, yes. Butterfly first, then backstroke, then breaststroke, and freestyle. The interesting in that
The
race,
medley, they call it the medley?
yes, the race, the interesting in that race that why was first. We in the land, in the heat, okay, he composed of 8 lands.
Right.
For each swimmer, there is a land for him
Right.
alone, like that,
Right.
okay. Um, those so in the heat there are 8 swimmers, okay. At the first I was in the butterfly I was the first, okay. Starting in the backstroke I was like the sixth, seventh one,
Oh my
almost the leg.
So the backstroke. Oh, that's now we know your weakness,
Oh,
Heidi.
no, don't say it. Okay, that's yeah. Unfortunately, yes. And then in the breaststroke, I have worked on it. I swam very hard. I became the first again.
And how is your backstroke now doing?
I don't want to say actually. No.
But they call those who participate in the medleys complete swimmers because now you're supposed to be very good in each, right?
I should actually in order not to lose. Yeah.
So, tell me about the regional championships, the Arab, the African, and the international championship. The best achievements that you got there, and which competitions, what type of medals, and so on.
Well, I have got 6 medals in the Arab and 1 international because it was both. Okay, two gold, 2 bronze, and 2.
Perfect. Two,
Yeah.
2, and 2. So where did the goals come from?
The gold was 100 meter, and it was a group work actually. There is in
4 by 100. You mean?
yeah 4 by 100
Which style?
freestyle. It was freestyle that I joined.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, and for myself it was 200 meters freestyle. Okay, and I almost and I had almost to break the Arabian record, but it was just 1 second apart.
Okay.
Yeah.
The silvers and the
The
bronzes.
silvers and the bronzes actually what was 200 meters 200 meters butterfly and 100 meter butterfly also, and the bronze was I think it was 4 only. And the bronze was the
now have with us a young, prominent Egyptian swimmer. She is 15 years of age, and she already has a number of medals at the national level, especially in the 800 meters and 1500 meters distances. She is Shahd Sameh. Hello, Shahd. Thank you for joining Games and Names and Nile TV International. Shahd, why did you choose the sport of swimming, first of all? And at what age did you start swimming?
Because swimming, يعني swimming very exciting sport and very beautiful. And
At which age did you start, Shahd?
6 years old.
Did you play any other sports, Shahd?
Yes, I played judo.
Judo.
Oh.
Okay. Yes.
Wow.
Do you still play judo?
No.
Okay. What other sports did you play?
No.
Okay. Judo and swimming, but you decided that swimming is for you. When did you discover that swimming is for you? Like you're gonna stay in swimming?
When I have 13 years old, captain said to my mother that I am a talent and strong.
Yeah.
Uh,
Good. So the distances that you swim. Tell me about the different distances that you swim.
I swam 200 meters of dolphin and 800 freestyle and 1050 freestyle
500. Yeah.
and 5 kilometers
Right.
in the sea.
Yeah.
Um,
Beautiful.
Hands in the air, I'm a champion. You'll be looking up at me when it's over. I live for the battle, I'm a soldier. Yeah, I'm a fighter like Rocky. Put your flag on your back like Ali. Yeah, I'm the greatest, I'm stronger. Bet my dues, can't lose, I'm my own, yeah. Hey, I've been working my whole life. And now it's do or die. I am invincible, unbreakable, unstoppable, unshakable. They knock me down, I get up again. I am the champion. You don't know my name, you can't hurt me now. I can't feel the pain. I was made for this, yeah, I was born to win. I am the champion. When they write my story, gonna say that I did it for the glory. Don't think that I did it for the fame, yeah. I did it for the love of the game, yeah. And this is my chance I'm taking. All them old records I'm breaking. All you people watching on the TV, you go ahead and put your bets on me. Yeah, I've been waiting my whole life to see my name in lights. I am invincible, unbreakable, unstoppable, unshakable. They knock me down, I get up again. I am the champion. You don't know my name, you can't hurt me now. I can't feel the pain. I was made for this, yeah, I was born to win. I am the
Born champion. The C is for the courage I possess through the drama. H is for the hurt, but it's all for the honor. A is for my attitude, working through the patience. Money comes and goes, the M is for motivation. Gotta stay consistent, the P is to persevere. The I is for integrity, innovative career. The O is optimistic, open and never shut. And the N is necessary, cause I'm never giving up. See, they ask me how I did it, I just did it from the heart. Crushing the competition, been doing it from the start. They say that every champion is all about his principles. Carry.
I am invincible, unbreakable, unstoppable, unshakable. They knock me down, I get up again. I am the champion. You don't know my name, you can't hurt me now. I can't feel the pain. I was made for this, yeah, I was born to win. I am the champion.
And we now have with us a prominent young Egyptian swimmer. She's only 15, but she already has many medals in the long distances and middle distances, especially in the 200 meters events and the dolphin events. She is Malek Nagy. Hello, Malek. Thank you for joining Games and Names and ITV International. Malek, when did you start swimming? At which age? And why did you choose this sport?
At 6 years old, and not much.
Okay. Did you choose the sport, or naturally at this age your parents made the choice and you liked it, so you
I
continued?
chose this. This is beautiful swimming
Yeah.
with my friends.
Okay. You wanted to be with your friends, so obviously you did very well because you're winning medals. Tell me, did you play any other sports? Which sports did you play?
Basketball or volleyball.
Good. Now, Malek, tell me about the competitions that you entered. I know that you girls, like, maybe you start competing maybe when you are only 11 or something. So tell me about the competitions that you took part in and the medals that you got.
I have got one at last championship. I got 2 medals. One in third in IM, second in butterfly.
That's individual medley?
Yes,
Okay, perfect. What was your favorite style of
butterfly.
butterfly? Your favorite, I understand that you got a 200-meter dolphin medal as well, right? So is dolphin also one of your favorite styles?
Yes, butterfly is favorite style from free backstroke breast.
Okay. What do you like most about swimming, other than being with friends, like you said, Malek, at the
I
beginning?
want to be famous and travel to another countries
Good.
like Africa, America.
Good, perfect. So, are you finding it difficult or easy to succeed at school and also with swimming?
It was easy. It helped in studying very good.
Well, that is all for this episode of Games and Names. We do thank you for watching us, and please join us again, same time next week. Until then, have all the best and goodbye.